It is February 2026. And if you are looking at your screen right now, if you are staring at the charts, you might feel like you are losing your mind. Because for the last 3 years, everyone told you the same thing. They told you to buy the tech stocks. They told you to stack the crypto. They said the digital age was the only thing that mattered. But look at the board. Bitcoin is chopping sideways. The big tech giants are gasping for air. They're flatlining. And then you look over at the boring corner of the market, the corner nobody talks about at dinner parties. You look at silver, and it is absolutely ripping. It's vertical. It's angry. It is moving like a penny stock, but it's a global currency. So you have to ask yourself a question, a really hard question. Did you miss the signal? While everyone was watching the AI revolution, did the money quietly leave the room? This isn't a glitch. This isn't a pump and dump. This is a regime change, and it is happening right now in real time. See, the narrative has shifted, and most people are still reading yesterday's newspaper. We are seeing something the big banks call running it hot. It sounds like a gambling term, and honestly, it kind of is. It means the central banks, the people who control the money supply, they have made a choice, a secret choice they will never say out loud in a press conference. They know they can't pay off the debt. The global debt is too big. It is mathematically impossible to pay it back. So they have 2 options. Option 1, they default. They tell the world they're broke. The system collapses. Everyone loses. Option 2, they inflate it away. They let inflation run. They let the economy overheat. They run it hot. And when they run it hot, paper burns. Cash burns, bonds burn. Even the overhyped tech stocks that trade at 100 times earnings, they burn too. But do you know what doesn't burn? Things you can touch, things you can hold, things that are real. That is why we are here, and that is why the Great Reset community has been watching this specific setup for months. We aren't here to chase the shiny object. We are here to find the truth before the crowd does. So, let's strip this down. Let's look at the 3 realities that are driving this massive move in silver and why the smart money is dumping their digital darlings to buy heavy bars of metal. Reality number 1, the tech trap. Imagine a nightclub. It's 2 a.m. The club is packed. Everyone is dancing. The music is loud. That is the tech sector right now. Everyone is in there. Your neighbor, your Uber driver, the pension funds, they are all crowded into this one tiny trade. They are all betting on the same 7 stocks. But the fire alarm just went off, and the door is tiny. When the big money decides to leave a crowded trade, they can't just sell it all at once. They would crash the market. So they do it slowly. They sell into the rallies. They tell you on TV that everything is fine, that AI is the future. And while you're buying their shares, they are quietly walking out the back door. And where are they going? They're walking across the street to the empty warehouse that nobody is paying attention to. That warehouse is the commodities market, specifically silver. See, the tech trade is tired. It has been running a marathon for 10 years. It needs a nap. But silver has been asleep for a decade. It is fresh, it is rested, and it is waking up exactly when the world needs it most. And that leads us to reality number 2, the industrial squeeze. This is the part that usually puts people to sleep, but stay with me because this is where the money is. Silver isn't just money. It isn't just a shiny rock you put in a safe. It is a technological necessity. You cannot have a modern world without it. You want green energy? You need silver for the solar panels. You want electric cars? You need silver for the contacts. You want 5G towers and smart grids and all the stuff the tech bros are promising. You need silver to make it work. Here's the problem. We are running out. For years, the price of silver was so low that mines shut down. Nobody was looking for new deposits. Why would you spend millions digging for something that was cheap? So supply went down. But demand? Demand kept going up. It's like burning the candle at both ends. And now, the candle is gone. We are in a deficit. We are using more silver every year than we are digging out of the ground. For a while, it didn't matter, because there were stockpiles, warehouses full of the stuff from the old days. But those stockpiles are draining. We are scraping the bottom of the barrel. And in February 2026, the market finally realized the barrel is empty. That is why you see that vertical line on the chart. It's panic. It's not speculation, it's industry panic. It's Samsung and Tesla and Apple realizing that if they don't secure their silver, they can't build their products. They aren't buying paper contracts, they are taking delivery. They want the physical metal in their hands because they know a contract is just a promise. And in this economy, promises are getting broken every day. Okay, before we get to the third reality, the big monetary shift, I need to keep it real with you. Look, I'm just reading the data. I'm looking at the flows of money. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to sell your house and buy silver coins. Markets are crazy. They can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. Silver is volatile. It moves fast. It crashes fast. It rips your face off and then hands it back to you. So, do your own homework. Don't bet the farm on a YouTube video. Okay, back to it. Reality number 3, the God signal. This is the big picture that the Great Reset is always focused on. There was a moment earlier this month. The Reserve Bank of Australia hiked rates. Nobody expected it. The narrative was supposed to be cuts. We were supposed to get free money again. But they hiked. Why? Because inflation is sticky. It isn't going away. And this sent a shockwave through the system. It told the world that the central banks have lost control. They are fighting a ghost they can't kill. If they raise rates, they crash the economy and the debt explodes. If they cut rates, inflation comes back with a vengeance. They are trapped. And when a central bank is trapped, the currency dies a little bit. People lose faith. And when you lose faith in the dollar or the yen or the euro, you look for the exit. Bitcoin was supposed to be the exit, and for a lot of people, it still is. But Bitcoin has a problem right now. It is correlated to tech. It moves with the NASDAQ. When the stock market gets scared, Bitcoin gets scared. Silver doesn't care. Silver has been money for 5,000 years. It survived Rome. It survived the Weimar Republic. It will survive the Fed. It is the ultimate contrarian bet. It's hated. It's ignored, it's unloved, and that is exactly why it is winning. Because investing is the only game where you get paid for being uncomfortable. Buying Nvidia 3 years ago was uncomfortable. Buying Bitcoin at 16K was uncomfortable. Buying silver right now, when everyone else is chasing the AI pump, it feels wrong. It feels like you're missing the party. But the party is ending. The lights are coming on, the music is stopping, and the hangover is going to be brutal. Think about the psychology of the average investor. They chase performance. They look at what went up yesterday, and they buy it today. They are buying the past, but you need to buy the future. The future is scarce resources. The future is real assets. The future is things that cannot be printed by a bureaucrat in a suit. We are watching a rotation, a massive, slow, painful rotation. Money flows like water. It flows from the high ground to the low ground. Tech and crypto are the high ground. They are swollen, saturated. Commodities and silver by the low ground. They are dry. They are thirsty. And the dam just broke. You can see it in the volume. You can see it in the premiums. Go try to buy physical silver right now from a local dealer. Good luck. The premiums are shooting up. The wait times are getting longer. That is the real price discovery. The paper price on the screen is one thing. The price you pay to actually hold it, that is the real market talking to you. It's saying that trust is evaporating. It's saying that in a digital illusions, people are craving something solid. So, what happens next? February is just the start. This isn't a one-month trade. This is a multi-year cycle. We are likely to see silver do things that seem impossible. We might see it break its all-time highs from the 1980s. We might see it detach completely from the stock market. It's going to be a wild ride. There will be pullbacks. There will be days where they smash the price down to scare you out. They want your shares. They want your metal. Don't let them have it. Because when the dust settles, when the inflation numbers come out and shock the world again, when the tech stocks finally correct to reality, you want to be standing on the life raft.